Well, Shay, I think you had done some research. You want to on a topic. You want to kind of
Yeah,
talk to us about
yeah.
what you've been working on.
One of the other hot topics that people are talking about right now is this whole early out process, where President Trump is offering, uh, depending on the numbers, I think the latest one was 60,000 employees in the federal government were going to take him up on the offer. His offer being, I'll pay you through September. You don't have to work, but I'll pay you through September on early out, and you'll be leaving the workforce. And so that there's been a lot of concerns about that. But what I was thinking about was, has that been done successfully in companies or in other governmental organizations? And I started looking at the list, and you know lots of people have done this. I mean, IBM had a similar kind of program that they ran. Now, of course, they kept some of the people were given an opportunity to be consultants afterwards, so they wouldn't lose their senior people, because that's the downside to it. Is the people that are going to leave are the ones that are the brightest and the smartest and so forth and so on, and all your talent is going to leave. Um, Obviously, 60,000 people out of what 2 million is not everybody leaving, right?
Right.
So it's, first of all, that's a fallacy. It's just a few that will be leaving, and probably so. You'd probably be losing some people that you'd like to keep hold of. But on the other hand, the net result is pretty positive. GE did the same thing. Ford's done it. I didn't realize that, but they actually did that. And I know that many of those companies that have done that, they look at it in the long term rather than the short term. Yes, they might lose some people, but you can also bring in some consultants to help you figure out what it is that you're missing, and you can carry forward. But the end result is that you've got a smaller workforce as a result. And I think that's what he's trying to do here, is really just get this. I mean, that's what DOGE is trying to do as well, right? Reduce the size of the government, and
Mhm.
that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
me, I mean, I see buyouts happening in the workforce
Yep.
all the time. I mean, I grew up in the automotive
Yes.
area of our great state of Michigan, and buyouts were pretty normal.
Yep.
I'm watching some of the media is now offering buyouts for meteorologists. I think they've been given a generous offer.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
who in their right minds gives them what? How many months is that?
it's like 6 or 7 months. I
And you
think
don't have
it's
to work, by the
generous.
way.
Now, you did see that a judge has put a stop to this until there's a hearing and changed the date on it and
Yeah.
all of that. All of this brouhaha to me is just people who they want the status quo to remain the same because they're on a good path and things are being taken care of, while the rest of us haven't had a clue what they were or weren't doing. And now we're beginning to know. I
Right.
think, again, this is just the beginning of this.
So I think the statement that you made is the important part, is that this same tactic has been used by GM and Ford and lots of other companies to accomplish, hey, wait a minute, we need to reduce our workforce. And this is a good way to do it because it gives people the option to buy into that and go that direction. Um, yeah. Oh, and Jim just writes 60,000 have agreed to take the buyout. So,
Lots
Yeah.
of good comments from Jim coming up in here
yeah.
in the side.